Now that you've had a chance to look at some basic functions of Google Sheets, I want to show you a couple of things across the menu that you might find helpful. And I encourage you just to scroll through the menu choices and look down the lists and familiarize yourself with what's here. There are some basic functions just like you'd find in any spreadsheet. The inserting a chart functionality that you saw in the first video is here in the insert menu. There's a new feature where you can insert checkboxes for some things on your spreadsheet that you might want to investigate. Again, you can insert rows and columns until you get your spreadsheet situated like you want it. Formatting options, pretty much like other spreadsheets. I want you to look across at the Tools menu. Two things to call your attention to. One of those things is notification rules. Let's say that you have a Google form and you have given a quiz or a test, and you have designated a spreadsheet as the destination for those answers. If you set a notification rule, you'll be notified when someone makes a change to that spreadsheet or when a user submits a form. You can choose to be notified just once a day, or you can choose to be notified right away. One example of the use of notification rules, our counselors at the high school have forms available for students to fill out, but they don't look at them every day. So they have set up notification rules. So when a student fills out a form, for example, requests an appointment to see a counselor, our counselors get a notification that a user has submitted a form, and they get an email that says someone filled out a request to have an appointment with you, and then they can go and look at the form and see who needs to come and visit with them. So notification rules are pretty handy, especially if you don't want to have to check every day to see if your form has been filled out or if your spreadsheet has been changed. And that functionality is under the Tools menu. Another thing that you might want to look at, there's an activity dashboard there that if you have a spreadsheet that several people are collaborating on, you can see the activity for all viewers. You can see the trends in when people are looking at your spreadsheet and how that data is changing as people collaborate and work together. And I want to call your attention also to the Add-Ons menu. Add-ons are features that make your spreadsheet do automated things, do some pretty powerful things. And if you click on the Add-Ons menu, you may not have all these in your list. These are ones that I have used and added along the way. And you can click on the Get Add-ons button and you'll be taken to what looks like the web store, except these are only Google Sheets add-ons for you to sort through. So as you hover over them, you will, if you don't already have it installed, you'll see the add free button and you can add it and it will ask you for permission. We'll add styles here. And it will ask you to designate an account that you want to use, and that one is temporarily unavailable. So let's pick a different one. Let's install. I have a lot of them already installed. Let's install table styles just to show you what it looks like when you're enabling them. Again, choose your GISD account. It will say it wants access to your spreadsheet, and you'll allow that. And now that add-on is available to use with your spreadsheet and it will appear in your list. So a couple of the ones that you might want to take a look at that I have installed. Autocrat is one that's really pretty powerful. It will auto-populate a certificate for you. If you have end-of-year certificates and you have a spreadsheet of points or miles or anything like that that you have been keeping up with all year, and you have your students' names in the spreadsheet, you can create a certificate, add placeholders to that certificate, and use Autocrat to auto-insert names and their points or their birth dates, whatever data you have in your spreadsheet. Autocrat will automatically create a nice certificate for you. It will do other things as well, but that's one of the most popular uses there. Doctopus is an add-on that once was pretty popular because it helped us distribute documents before Google Classroom. Flippity is a pretty popular add-on. It provides templates. There's a Jeopardy game template. There's a matching game, flashcards. It takes the information, questions, and answers that you might have in your spreadsheet and automatically creates a game for your students to play and then plays online. Flubaroo is probably the most popular Google Sheets add-on. Flubaroo is an add-on that if you are using a Google form to give a quiz, and you are designating a spreadsheet as the destination for your answers, you can run Flubaroo after those answers are in, and it will auto-grade your quiz for you. And it will grade multiple choice, true, false, and it will also allow you to hand grade and add points for short answer questions. So it's a pretty powerful tool if you're using Google Forms for quizzes. Lots of the power tools are very handy. They'll do some pretty important things if you're using a spreadsheet very often. If you have a spreadsheet where you've gathered information, it may be a little bit difficult to read in a Google Sheet, so you can actually convert it to be a Google Doc and make it a little more readable. Twitter Curator, it will go out and pull in tweets related to a certain keyword. And a word about mail merge, because we don't use, because you as a teacher in GISD don't have a Gmail account, sometimes add-ons, extensions, and those kinds of things that function with a Gmail account can be a little bit glitchy. So I would caution you just to test those before you depend on them for work you need to do. And just look through your add-ons and see about things that might be helpful to you. One of the best ways to find add-ons and things that will make your Google Sheets more powerful is to follow people on Twitter who are avid users of Google Sheets, read their blogs, see what they're coming up with as they practice with the Google tools, and try things for yourself.